Welcome to FRCMedia News for Thursday, April 29th, 2021. I'm Keith Tebow. Governor Charlie Baker announces the state will expand its reopening from COVID-19. Testimony begins in the federal trial of former Fall River Mayor Jasiel Correia. The Fall River election season is underway, and you're invited to take part in a virtual tour of local attractions. All that and more coming up. As more people get vaccinated and COVID-19 infections decline, Governor Charlie Baker this week announced that beginning next month, more of Massachusetts will reopen.
Effective Monday, May 10th, the Commonwealth will reopen many outdoor Phase 2, many venues to Phase 4, Step 2 protocols. These will include amusement parks, theme parks, outdoor water parks, which can open and operate at a 50% capacity. Road races and other large outdoor organized group athletic events will also be permitted. Also effective May 10th, large venues such as indoor and outdoor stadiums, arenas, and ballparks will be permitted to increase capacity to 25%. This includes places like Fenway Park, Gillette, and TD Garden. Provided the public health trends continue, effective May 29th, the gathering limit will be increased to 200 people indoors and 250 people outdoors. Also effective May 29th, additional industries will be permitted to open and restaurant guidance rules will be updated. Finally, we anticipate that effective August 1st, all remaining industries will be permitted to open and all sectors will be able to operate at 100% capacity with all industry restrictions lifted.
Following guidance from the CDC, the governor announced that the face coverings mandate will be loosened outdoors beginning tomorrow. The indoor mask mandate will continue.
I think everybody at this point agrees that outdoor is different than indoor. And there have been a number of studies done to validate that. I think the question with respect to indoor around masks is going to be a function of both the public health data, vaccination rates, and the ongoing research that is continually occurring with respect to issues around safety and protocols. And I can tell you this, that at this point in time, we believe the vast majority of the rules that are in place with respect to masks indoors have had a lot to do with helping us manage case counts and hospitalizations, and they've been a good thing.
The governor said Massachusetts remains a leader in terms of the number of Bay State residents getting the COVID-19 vaccine. But when it comes to talk around a vaccine mandate, he's uncomfortable telling individuals and businesses how to respond.
Still a free country the last time I checked. And my company, our company, the executive branch of state government, is a lot different than many other businesses in Massachusetts. Do we have hundreds of thousands of businesses? We certainly have tens of thousands of businesses. I think we have hundreds of thousands. We have hundreds of thousands of businesses of all different shapes and sizes that do all kinds of different things that are spread across 351 cities and towns. The idea that we should have one set of rules for all of them as we come back out of this thing just doesn't make any sense to me at all.
In Fall River, over 34% of residents have received at least one dose of the vaccine at 30,480, with 23% or 20,193 residents fully vaccinated. An update is expected later today. You can get the latest information from our webpage, frmedia.org/COVID vaccine. For the third week, the city, in conjunction with FEMA, has vaccine appointments available Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Vaccination appointments on Friday are available from noon to 7 p.m. at the Niagara Maplewood Senior Center on Tucker Street. You can walk up, but also receive an appointment by visiting cichealth.com/fallriver/Niagara. On Saturday and Sunday, vaccines will be made available from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Fonseca School. Again, walk-ups are available, but you can sign up in advance at cichealth.com/fallriver/Fonseca. Mayor Paul Coogan says the options for city residents to receive the vaccine continue to grow.
I think last week between all three sites we did somewhere around 600 people. we have the ability to do 600 people a day. So we're trying to get our numbers up. We're being a little more aggressive this weekend with marketing and trying to get more people to go out. It's just a walk-up clinic, so it's very simple for people. I think it's between 10 and 5 at Fonseca. And again, it's something they can go get a vaccine, get on with their life. We have them still popping all around the city. I was at Bristol Community College last night. We had between 3 and 7, we had EMS doing a clinic for about 600 people, second dose clinic. And obviously we did the Cambodian temple the other day, and we're moving around, and we're going to keep moving to try to get as many vaccines out there as we can.
There are other options available for those 16 and over in Fall River to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Everyone can pre-register right now for an upcoming appointment at a mass vaccination site. The closest one to Fall River is at the former Circuit City store in Dartmouth. You can register at vaccinesignup.mass.gov. Other than the mass vaccination sites, you can also set appointments at a variety of locations at vaxfinder.mass.gov. Here are some of the locations in Fall River distributing the vaccine. CVS Pharmacy has 3 locations on President Avenue, Pleasant Street, and William S. Canning Boulevard, as well as North Main Street. You can register online or by calling 1-800-746-7287. Walgreens has a number of locations across the city: Plymouth Avenue, North Main Street, Pleasant Street, Rhode Island Avenue, and South Main Street. Again, you can register online or by calling 1-800-925-4733. You can register for an appointment at Rite Aid on Stafford Road either online or by calling 508-679-9600. Walsh Pharmacy on Rock Street accepting appointments by calling 508-812-7662. Appointments are available at Stop and Shop on Rodman Street and Mariano Busha Boulevard. You can reserve those appointments online only. Walmart also accepting appointments online at its location in Fall River. The city of Fall River is still organizing a regional clinic at Bristol Community College. Again, appointments can be made only online. The Health First Family Care Center on Quarry Street also accepting appointments for the vaccine. You can call 774-627-1226. South Coast Health continues with its vaccination clinic at the Liberal Club. Appointments can be made exclusively through the hospital's MyChart application. You can also get help with making an appointment by dialing 211. Get the latest vaccine information and an updated list on sites in Fall River by again visiting our webpage, frmedia.org/COVID vaccine. Quote, "This case is about lying, cheating, stealing, and shakedowns." Those are the words of Assistant U.S. Attorney Zach Hafer during opening statements this week as the federal trial of former Fall River Mayor Jasiel Correia got underway in earnest. Defense attorney Kevin Reddington cast doubt on the potential witnesses in the case and also believes that the government will not successfully prove its case. Early prosecution testimony focused on investors, developers, and partners of Correia's Snow Owl app company. All witnesses testified that they were alarmed that the company was losing money soon after Correia was elected mayor in the fall of 2015. The government alleges that Correia used investor money for his own personal use. He's also charged, while mayor, for bribing potential recreational marijuana owners for kickbacks in exchange for licensing letters of support. The prosecution is expected to continue to call witnesses through next week. The Fall River election season kicked off this week as candidates can now secure nomination papers to run for mayor, city council, or school committee. Election Commission Chairwoman Kelly Susie Young says candidates interested in running for office have until July 21st to secure nomination papers and meeting the requirements for eligibility.
They would need, they would have to be a resident of Fall River and updated with their census. So we will check that as they come in. We're requesting that everybody makes appointments. If you can't, then that's okay as well. But with COVID, with the pandemic, with everything that's going on, we're kind of requesting that it this way we don't have trying to have too many people in the building at once come to do it. But those are the only two requirements: is residency requirement and that they're updated with their census. And we will see that. If not, they can fill it out here and still be able to take out papers. For school committee and city council, it's 19 nomination papers that they get. They have to get 150 signatures. And for mayor, they get 38 pages, which will come out to 300 signatures that they have to get.
All completed nomination papers need to be returned to the elections office by July 23rd for certification. The time period between the preliminary and city elections is a bit shorter this year, with the preliminary election, if needed, being held on September 21st and the city election to be held on November 2nd.
Our city charter, we get to pick either the first Tuesday of the month of September or the third Tuesday of September. Special circumstances, maybe Jewish holiday, we'll be able to pick the second one. So we went with the third Tuesday just because Labor Day falls the day before. So we didn't want to have all our poll workers out there ready, the day after Labor Day. We found historically that they usually call out a lot of them. So if we give them enough, okay, we're not going to have it near Labor Day, it kind of works out like good for our office as opposed to the candidates. And it gets there and, everything gets done in the same amount of time.
Something voters will not experience this year, as they have during state elections in the past, is early in-person voting 2 weeks prior to Election Day.
The state law only requires it during state elections. We haven't got the okay from the state to allow local officials to adopt it. I know there's something in the bill right now there's a bill out there that's wanting them to be able to have the local officials adopt, the early voting. But as of right now, it's not. I mean, we still do have absentee where COVID will be a circumstance where you could get an absentee ballot. So we will still have absentee. Where we'll mail you out a ballot, or you can come here to the office, make an appointment, and be able to vote as well.
Unlike last year, when every voter was sent an application for an absentee ballot to encourage voting during the pandemic, Ms. Susie Young says ballot applications will not be mailed automatically this year, and voters will be required to request an absentee ballot if they are unable to vote in person. And with a few days into the nomination process here in the city of Fall River, here are the individuals who have indicated their intentions to run for office. Incumbent Mayor Paul Coogan and Jonathan Albernaz have taken out nomination papers to run for mayor. In the race for city council, there's currently 3 individuals interested in that position: Ricky Tith, Matthew Springer, and Andrew Govea. And in the race for school committee, Colin Dias and John Koleski have taken out nomination papers for that office. The Fall River Fire Department this week became the first in Massachusetts to implement the Safe Station Project. Fire Department Lieutenant William Leonardo will oversee the project, which calls for all 6 fire stations in Fall River to become safe locations for anyone seeking help with substance abuse.
As providers of emergency medical services within the city of Fall River, our paramedics and firefighters are all too familiar with the devastation and heartbreak that oftentimes accompanies substance use problems. We respond to such incidents on a daily basis within our city, but are often consciously aware that, although we provide immediate life-saving treatment in that moment, most times we are only a temporary fix. The Safe Station program changes that, as it allows us a unique opportunity to be proactive, a role which transcends the limited utility of reactively responding to emergencies after they've occurred. It's a role we welcome and a role we are excited about. If we can prevent just one person or one family from having to experience the pain and turmoil that accompanies an overdose and the aftermath that follows, the whole program takes on a new meaning for each of us. The Fall River Safe Station program utilizes the city's 6 fire stations as access points for community members seeking assistance with any type of substance use problem. We currently have recovery coach service provided by Stepping Stone from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Our professional responders will provide a quick screening exam and then summon a recovery professional from Stepping Stone who will respond to the station to assist us. The recovery coach will determine the need for assistance from Bay Cove Human Services or Stanley Street Treatment and Rehabilitation and request those resources as needed. The recovery professional will determine the needs of the patient and attempt to make suitable accommodations through the various resources available to them. St. Anne's Hospital has expressed a willingness to accept Safe Station patients who require transportation to a hospital emergency department for a variety of reasons whenever available. The Fall River Fire Department Division of Emergency Medical Services has committed to providing all of the needed transportation for the program. Together, through a coordinated effort, spearheaded by each of the partner agencies, we have been able to assist 3 members of our community in bypassing the emergency department and reaching definitive treatment, including admission to a treatment program where necessary and appropriate.
The 15 Massachusetts community colleges, including Bristol Community College, have decided against mandating students receive the COVID-19 vaccine to take classes. Many colleges are requiring students to get the vaccine before returning to classes this fall. Bristol President Dr. Laura Douglas says the community colleges are instead strongly encouraging students to get vaccinated, but not making it a prerequisite to coming back to campus.
We know that it's safe, and we know that most of our students are going to take the vaccine anyway for their own safety and for the safety and well-being of their families and their friends. Many of our students at the community college are diverse. They come from various communities of color, as well as different socioeconomic levels. And we know that all of our students are going to be coming back and learning, but some of them may be in face-to-face situations, some of them may be online. And for those students who are online, it won't be necessary for them to take the vaccine. So we're taking a much more inclusive approach to the vaccine, but we do know that most of our students will take the vaccine, and we are strongly encouraging them through our own campaigns to get the vaccine as soon as possible.
As more people get vaccinated and the state is expanding its COVID reopening, Bristol is working toward expanding its in-person classes beginning this summer.
So we will be expanding a little in the summertime, especially at the end of mid-July to end July, and a time when our employees will start to come back. We are anticipating a gradual return starting on July 12th of many of our employees. And then in the fall, we expect to offer more face-to-face courses and services. So the good news is that for those people who do not feel comfortable coming back and coming into the classroom or coming to register for classes face-to-face, all of those services will be virtual. So we'll make it just as convenient as ever for our students and our prospective students. But for those who want to come back and be in hybrid classes, that means some of the learning will be online and some of it will be face-to-face. We're offering that as well. And we know that we'll be a great assistance to those students who feel that they learn better in a face-to-face situation in the classroom.
All community colleges across the Commonwealth saw a decline in enrollment this year as many students put off their college careers to focus on holding jobs or dealing with children who have been home learning remotely. Dr. Douglas says now is the perfect time for students to return to college and take advantage of the opportunities higher education provides.
The statistics, unfortunately, aren't good. For those students who wait to come to college, take a couple years off, take a gap year, they are the ones who actually never end up coming to college. And, this would be a terrible, terrible situation for our region where we already have low college going rates. So parents and high school seniors, you need to know that if you put off coming to college when you graduate from high school, you really put your entire college career at risk. Life happens. You get a job, you like the income, maybe you find someone, a partner that you want to spend the rest of your life with, have children with, and then life gets in the way and it becomes harder and harder to come to college. So we encourage students to come to college right after high school, take as many classes as you can. That's also a very significant factor. If you can be full-time, that's a much better scenario because you can finish college and get it out of the way before life happens. So don't take a year off. Plan to come to college, even if it's part-time, get into it and benefit from it.
As the spring semester draws to a close, Bristol has once again decided to hold its commencement ceremony virtually. This year's Bristol Community College commencement will take place on Saturday, May 22nd. We'll have more FRC Media News right after this.
Here are some job descriptions on the latest hot jobs list from the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center. Payroll and Benefits Coordinator. Blount Fine Foods, located at 630 Current Road, is in need of a full-time payroll and benefits coordinator, responsible for the administrative support of the day-to-day payroll and benefit operations within the Human Resources Department. Job number 147-94245. Custodian. Atlantic Charter School, located at 991 Jefferson Street, is looking for a part-time custodian, responsible for keeping the building and premises, including sidewalks, driveways, and play areas, neat and clean at all times. Job number 147-92247. Speech language pathologist. St. Anne's Hospital, located at 795 Middle Street, is seeking a full-time speech-language pathologist to evaluate emotional and cognitive status and formulate treatment plans to patients. Job number 147-91365. People Incorporated, located at 4 South Main Street, is in need of the following full and part-time positions. CNA, job number 147-24132. LPN, job number 147-24008. Direct Care Professional, job number 147-24000. Direct Care Shared Living, job number 147-91462. For more information on these or other positions, visit Mass Hire JobQuest at jobquest.dcs.eol.mass.gov or call the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center at 508-730-5000.
The COVID-19 vaccine is here. The distribution of the vaccine is taking place in phases. Soon everyone will have the opportunity to get vaccinated.
According to the CDC, getting the vaccine helps lower the risk of contracting COVID-19, along with reducing the severity of the virus if you get sick.
It also protects your family and the community from infection.
After receiving the vaccine, we encourage you to continue to wear masks, wash your hands, and practice social distancing.
The vaccine is provided free of charge for all Massachusetts residents. Appointments are required.
Find out more about when you can receive the vaccine and schedule an appointment. Visit mass.gov/COVID vaccine or by calling 211.
Protect yourself and those around you.
Stay informed.
Secure your spot and get your shot.
Get your shot.
Get your shot.
Get your shot. Get your shot.
Welcome back. Fall River's Creative Arts Network is working with students at Bristol Community College to get people in the mood for the local tourism season. CAN founder Sandy Dennis says the organization is helping promote virtual tours of countywide attractions beginning this Sunday.
So we have 7 students, and 2 of them are doing the Old Colony Historical Commission in Attleboro. Another student is doing the Art Association in Attleboro, the Old Colony Historical Commission in Taunton. We have one student that picked Oak Grove Cemetery in Fall River. Someone picked the Fall River Historical Society in Fall River. Someone picked the Lafayette Durfee House in Fall River. And someone wants to do the Underground Railroad. With the help of and assistance from you, we're able to have used the tour that you have on the Lafayette Durfee website. So what they'll be doing is they all have to introduce themselves. So they all did an introductory video that they'll be posting, and they put a flyer together for the team that's doing it. They put a flyer together on the tours that they're going to be doing, and then we will help them promote it through our Facebook page, our website, and then they'll be doing it through their Facebook page. They've collected emails with all of the Chamber of Commerce's and all of the visitors information sites from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut, and they have contacted them, and to my surprise, a lot of them are actually helping them promote their events and their tours.
Anyone can attend these virtual tours through the Creative Art Network's website, creativeartsnetwork.org.
We ask the general public to go on our website and go up on the student Facebook pages and watch the videos, share the videos, encourage other people to go up on their Facebook pages and the website to participate and share this information. So that's basically how we're trying to do it. If they know an organization or an online venue that someone wants to post it, they can pull our flyers that they've developed and post them on other websites that promote tourism. So there's lots of different ways that the public can get involved.
We'll wrap up this edition of FRC Media News right after this.
Hi, welcome to Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. Today we have Mordecai. He is a 10-year-old senior. He is declawed. He is very sweet. When the vet did look at him, she said he is a healthy adult. He has the most beautiful eyes too. He does get along with other cats. He should be fine also with children. He's very easygoing. As you see, he doesn't mind being held. He's not wiggling to get away from you. So he'd be a good lap cat. He would benefit probably going in a home with maybe somebody a little older. Just maybe something quiet for him. He is pretty easygoing, but he is an older guy, so don't want to stress him out too much. I think he would make a great companion. So if you're interested in Mordecai, we are located at 300 Linwood Street in Fall River, Massachusetts at Forever Paws Animal Shelter. I know Mordecai would love to meet you. Today we have Emilio. She is roughly about 2 years old. She's a pit bull terrier. She does know only a couple commands. She knows sit and paw, but she takes things very gentle. She does get along with dogs. She is afraid of cats. For children, we'd like to say 12 and up, just because she is young and she does have that high energy. Just in case little ones might get knocked over. She was an owner surrender. It was no fault of her own. The owner was just going through a hard time and wanted to give her a better chance. She definitely would make a good companion. So if you'd like to meet Amelia, we are located at 300 Linwood Street in Fall River, Massachusetts at Forever Paws Animal Shelter, because I know she'd love to meet you.
That's all for this edition of FRC Media News. Please check out our website, frmedia.org, for all the latest news and information and updates on the distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine here in Fall River. FRC Media News airs Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. For all of us here at FRC Media News, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday.